This episode of LeapTV is made possible by Velvet Pumpkin Productions, your #1 choice for all your online video and podcasting needs. Coming up on LeapTV, a branding lesson from my weekend with Oprah in New York City, your top 3 most important personalities, and this week's performance tip, nothing works. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and this is the show that shows you that small, intentional, and consistent actions lead to massive results. I recently had the pleasure of spending an entire weekend with Oprah and her expert panel in New York City. Surreal is all I can say. I've had the opportunity to meet amazing people like Dr. Oz, Suze Orman, Peter Walsh, Martha Beck, and a lot more. On the positive side, we got received at Gotham Hall like queens. There was an amazing keynote from Elizabeth Gilbert from Eat, Pray, Love. What an amazing 20 minutes that was. Lots of gifts and surprises, of course. We can't expect less than that. It's an Oprah weekend after all. It ended with a charity walk, and we had the opportunity to walk with amazing people like Bette Midler, Mary J. Blige, and the list goes on. The event was absolutely well thought of in terms of features and cool benefits, of course. It's an Oprah weekend, right? But where the problem lied was, imagine 3,000 people trying to navigate narrow hallways to get to the next workshop. Problems like an hour-and-a-half wait to go to the washrooms, a 2-hour ordeal to get lunch on that Saturday, and the L'Oreal booth, well, forget it. No chance in hell to visit that one. Most of the time, it felt like we were 25,000 instead of 3,000. What could they have done better? Good question. First of all, when you plan an event for 3,000 people, plan it for more, like double, so that we don't feel like 25,000 in there. Second, possibly better inform their staff. We were misinformed a couple times, getting us to do double the lineups, which that is not fun at all. And finally, perhaps they could have moved their presenters from room to room, as opposed to all of us, many thousands, moving from room to rooms. So what's the lesson here? Remember that branding is about experience. So although you can plan for all the bells and whistles, don't ever forget the basic needs. So Oprah, even though I absolutely enjoyed my weekend with you in New York, this one has to go in my book as a brand hiccup. Now Leapers, it's time to get involved. I want to hear about all your annoying experiences about bad event planning, and I know you've got plenty. So just let me know by adding your comment below the video at leaptv.com. Remember, adding comments can really increase the traffic to your website, so take advantage of it. Now, before we move on with the show, I want to take a moment to talk about our sponsor, Velvet Pumpkin Productions. Danielle, behind the camera, is truly the best at helping small businesses like yours really increase exposure online. So if you want to get heard and be seen, make sure to give her a call. Head on over to velvetpumpkin.com for more details and special offers. This week's question is from Tina Merritt from Phoenix, Arizona. Tina writes, "Hi Isabelle, thanks for all your tips. They are greatly helpful. I recently listened to one of your audio podcasts on iTunes about entrepreneurial personality balance to create order, performance, and peace of mind. Can you expand on what you mean by aligning your 3 personalities to create more balance, fulfillment, and success, and how I can do that for myself?" Tina, I am very glad that you're finding our tips useful, because that is what LeapTV is all about. Now, about your question with the 3 personalities, Michael E. Gerber really says it best in his book, The E-Myth Revisited, which I highly recommend. As entrepreneurs, we all have 3 key personalities: the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technician. The entrepreneur is the dreamer, the person who craves control, thrives on change, and sees the opportunity. The entrepreneur also lives in the future. The manager is the realist. The manager craves order and clings to status quo. The manager sees problems and lives in the past. Now there's the technician. The technician is the doer personality, the one that thrives on getting it done. The motto, if you want it done right, do it yourself, and also lives in the present. Now we all lean more towards one of those personalities. What's yours? I bet it's a technician. Most small business owners are actual technicians by nature. The key to a successful entrepreneur is to be able to merge and balance those three personalities, either internally with you organizing yourself or externally by hiring the right people. Here is what I do to balance my personalities. First, I plan my week to please my three personalities. I plan time for innovation, new projects, and new services. Just time to work on my business and not in my business. Second, I take time to implement and manage what's on my plate. And I also take time to actually do what it is that I am paid to do, which is coaching. So I need to balance those three in order to feel fulfilled at the end of the week. So Tina, what does this mean for you? It means that you need to start planning different blocks of time for different activities to suit and please your three personalities. Once you've tried this out for a while, you'll see peace of mind is at your doorstep. Do you have a burning question about branding, marketing, or anything about business for that matter? Now is your chance to get some free and innovative advice. All you gotta do is click on Ask Isabelle button at LeapTV.com. In return for asking a question, Tina wins a 2-month free subscription to MyLeapTools.com, a vital business resource with a constantly growing collection of tips, tools, and must-know winning strategies to help entrepreneurs like you perform like never before. This week's performance tip is one of LeapZone's 12 success principles, and it's called Nothing Works. Let me say that differently. No thing works. What do I mean by that? Well, for everything that you think works, I can actually find you someone who's failed at it, and vice versa. Nothing actually works in itself. It's how you work it that makes all the difference. Don't give that power away to it. Let's take the gym as an example. We all know that simply purchasing a membership to a gym doesn't get you fit, although wouldn't that be something to invent? But here's the thing, it's your intention behind it, it's your consistency and your efforts that really make all the difference. So the next time that you feel yourself or hear yourself say, it's working, be careful because you're about to screw it up. So why do I say that you're about to screw it up when you think that it is working? Because when you think something is working, you work less at it. So you diminish your intentions. And when you diminish your intentions, you also diminish the results that you get from it. So remember, no thing works. You do. If you've liked this week's tip, chances are you would love MyLeapTools.com. Check it out for more tips like this one. That's it for this week. Remember that everything you've learned here today will do absolutely nothing for you, unless, of course, you implement it. So take action on what you've learned today, and remember, it's much easier to do it than to dwell on it. If you want my help with a personalized one-on-one consultation to help your business grow faster, all you gotta do is click on Isabelle on Demand at LeapTV.com. Don't forget to comment below on this week's show. We want to hear your thoughts. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Join me again next week for other valuable branding lessons, as well as must-have resources and strategies to help you perform like never before. See you next week. I recently had the pleasure of spending an entire weekend with Oprah and her ex. Oh, well, now she laughs!
You can't do that.
Oh, why? I'm excited. Oprah! Ah! Okay, now that I got that out.
I think all your male viewers will roll their eyes.
I know, they go, oh, Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
God, it's an Oprah episode.
That's right. Okay. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, Isabel, listen. For not 45 minutes for one slide, girl. For the whole show. For the whole show. Snap out of it. Okay. That's right. I should have. That's right. I should have had myself reflect. Okay.
All right.